Hello and welcome to the Daily Dulcinea. Today is August 20th, 2008, and on this day in history in 1882, Tchaikovsky's Overture of 1812 debuted in Moscow. Chris, can you tell us a little bit about Tchaikovsky?
Sure, Kate. Tchaikovsky was born on May 7th, 1840 in the Vyatka province, about 400 miles east of Moscow. And it wasn't until he was in boarding school when he first realized, okay, music is something I'm good at and I want to pursue it. But in 1861, once he joined the Russian Musical Society, he firmly said, this is what I want to do with my life. And he devoted his entire course of studying to music and to composing music. So.
And why was the 1812 Overture commissioned in the first place?
Well, it was commissioned to commemorate the 70th anniversary of Russia's win in the Napoleonic Wars, and also at the consecration of the new cathedral.
So it just happened to coincide with it, too?
Right, it did.
And can you tell us a little bit more about Tchaikovsky as far as this particular overture is concerned? I understand that he didn't really want to do it.
Right, and I mean, obviously this is one of his most important and most noteworthy compositions, but he didn't really see this as a resemblance of his best work. He thought that it was loud and noisy. He was reported as saying that, and he didn't really see this to be a huge hit, but it was, and he started performing it all over Russia, and immediately at that consecration of the church, the audience went wild and they loved it. And
one of the sources that we refer to in our story, classical.net,
Right.
say that if he hadn't been offered a generous amount of money to
Right.
do it, that he wouldn't have done it.
He wouldn't have done it. He wasn't passionate about it. And it's ironic because, like we were saying before, sometimes an artist's greatest work is something that they didn't even really believe in that much.
Or anticipate people loving them.
Exactly.
But you're right, at the church they loved it when it came out. And so what happened to Tchaikovsky later on?
Well, he actually died pretty young. He contracted cholera, and he died in 1863. But in his life, he definitely had many noteworthy compositions, including the Nutcracker.
And Swan Lake.
And
the composition which was later used for Sleeping Beauty.
Right. So his memory will live on.
Forever.
You're welcome.
There is music. Well, thank you so much for your report.
You're welcome, kid.
And for more information on this story as well as others, please visit us at findingDulcinea.com. Thanks, and we hope to see you again tomorrow.